Guys, it's April the 1st, and it's not. This is not a Fool's Day joke. It's April the 1st, 2024, and I'm not asking anyone for money. This is not solicitation at all. I need you guys to know that. And I'm going to document that this is the same Shawn Dexter John, and I have a lot of stuff to reveal to you guys. Okay. I just took a shower, so I'm gonna have to shave right afterward. I just took a shower. And I'm gonna have to shave right afterward. So you can see that the bathroom is a bit steamy. That's what that is. But anyway, I gotta explain this to you guys. Ethel and Dan Williams, the biological parents of Rashida Williams, even though she is light-skinned, those are her parents. That's part of the anomalies we see all throughout the African American community. Brown-skinned parents often have light-skinned children. It's not because they are half white. They are not half white at all. Rashida Williams is not half white. There are a lot of half white men and women, but Rashida Williams, she's not. She's from New Orleans. She's a Howard University and University of Miami Coral Gables alumni. She is the biological mother of my biological daughter, Keisha Williams, who was born Keisha John. And we do have the birth certificate, the original birth certificate. CIA agents were in the hospital when she birthed my daughter. And when she walked out crying when I did not show up. We just needed to know that the DNA was not lying, that this is my daughter, and that Rashida was completely in love with me the whole time we were together at Howard University. But anyway, she was not crying because she wanted money. What money? Apparently, I don't have any money. I'm a broke joke, right? She was not crying because she was trying to get a kill. That would make no sense. She was crying because I'm the father of her daughter. And she was promised that when I no longer wanted to be with Patricia or Zoe Saldana or any celebrity, that we would be placed back together. When she had my child, when she got pregnant with my daughter, she was told, apparently Shawn does not want to be with anyone else. So you guys can get back together in secret. That's what she was told. I was not told that. We were coerced apart under torture tactics. For a whole year, she cried thereafter, waiting for me to show up. For a whole year, I cried, waiting for me to be allowed to see her again, and it never manifested. The agents kept saying, no, we cannot allow it. He had security threats. You cannot get in contact with her. And they kept saying this over and over and over again. They kept saying this over and over and over again. As you can see, my security detail, one part of it is still here. And I'm speaking of this particular person being that part. It's a security detail. It's a cover for the security that we do have all over Orlando, Florida. And this is not a white boy who was sent here to beat me up if I don't say what you guys want me to say. There are a lot of good white folks who get paid good money or good sort of a leniency or privilege to be able to do the right thing. All right? To renege any racial sort of conflict in their heads. So Rashida Williams is going to get on video conferences later on, and she's going to nod, and she's going to this and this, and everyone is just going to sit here and sit in the looking at her saying, bitch, you're a prostitute, you're a porn star. You're not going to hurt anyone. We said no to you being a celebrity no matter what. Why would you hurt Jesus Christ so badly? Bitch, you a slut. That's what they were all saying before they entered the room to see her video conferences. And she still believes that she's going to be a famous bitch. I'm going to say, fuck you to everyone for loving Shawn more than her. And then not believing that she was coerced out of being with him and that he did not leave her for being a slut. Very angry young woman. She's going to be briefed again and she's going to be told that, yeah, Shawn Dexter John is Jesus Christ. He's your father and husband in heaven. And he does not hate you at all. He was sent to rescue you. He's going to walk you into heaven. And that's the comeback that you're going to have. You and Shawn, you guys are going to return to Earth in new avatars. and they're going to see the glory of the daughter of Jesus Christ as his wife. Unusual to human beings, but that's the reality. And if necessary, that Rashida actually goes to Coral Gables with me after I get my new body, and then earn getting a new body per the perceptions of the angels in heaven over a year period, then so be it. But I'm going to take her into heaven, and I'm going to reunite with her in a few weeks, no matter what, and take her away from her family and everything else. I'm completely innocent of any accusation against me, and that has always been known. That's why I have nothing to worry about. LeBron James himself, he's about to be to stage his death. He's about to fake his death. He's going to end up with one arm when he wakes up in the hospital and paralyzed partially from the waist down until he's comfortable with being paralyzed completely from the waist down with one arm. He was convicted of murder in Ohio. It has not been sealed. It has not been rejected. They keep saying that LeBron James's mother, Gloria James, is an innocent person, and his grandmother is an innocent person, and his children are innocent people, so therefore they cannot suffer the fate of their son going to jail forever or being executed or having his arm or leg amputated. No, that's not how things work. Listen, we are joking around when we say that LeBron James is a god of basketball, or Michael Jordan is a god of basketball, or Michael Phelps is a god of swimming. We just be nice. Just being nice. I am the only god that there is over this universe, in reality. My father is co-god with me over a multiverse, my original universe, his universe, and mine. I'm the only god there is over this universe. Trillions of human beings over the universe, star systems and so forth, galaxies, 3,000 planets of inhabited life, 200 of modern society, human society, covered by the United Nations. I don't have to brag, but I need you guys to let go of everything right now. You guys are not going to say, Rashida, go have fun every time Shawn hurts other people. No, you guys are never going to see Rashida ever again. Our family members, I'm speaking to you guys right now. You guys are never going to see Rashida ever again. Ethel, you are not a god. You're not moving to New York to get a second home. You're not moving to Miami secretly. No, you guys are not going to get my house in Coral Gables. You guys broke and entered into my house in Coral Gables. Everything is caught in surveillance tape. You guys are going to be arrested very soon, and we don't want Rashida to know whatsoever. But now she's going to know. So yeah, we've contacted Rashida consistently, and she's done sting operations to be able to get into my family household again, not via breaking and entering, but into being my wife again. And she still thinks that I'm going to reject her. So it's been evidenced by all of heaven that I'm going to welcome her back and take her into heaven, or take her with me to Coral Gables after I walk into heaven and back, and then take her into heaven from Miami. After she has proven that she was honest and clearly wanting to be with me again. Just embarrassed that everyone thinks that she left me because she was a budding porn star, she was hypersexual or something like that. Or that she was cheating on me. She was not cheating on me. Literally, this was the situation. At Howard University, we were together for about 5 years. And every once in a while, a new woman would show up and say that I am her boyfriend, that she's my new girlfriend to go on with her life, that she's just here to have children of Jesus Christ along with all these other bitches. That's what they used to say. So just get the fuck out of his apartment, get pregnant, and go back to New Orleans and leave us alone. And they would force her to date other people or ex-boyfriend. She had no ex-husband or ex-boyfriend. She had no ex-husband, but they kept saying her ex-boyfriend Randall and this and this and that. She was very confused the whole way through. She's not a bad person at all. She's not promiscuous, but she has been brainwashed into believing that she'll lose her life if she don't communicate otherwise. All agents are now in trouble. All related agents, not me. So yeah, these men and women kept saying it. Some of these men and women of relation, those who have been found guilty in mediation for grant. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait for this truck to drive past. Anyway, the federal agents and operatives of relations, those found guilty within mediation forums and in judicial courts and in tribunals, supervised by the United Nations Security Council and the Central Intelligence Agency and Interpol, those who have been found guilty, they really believe that it was okay to be racist and to murder anyone who said that it was wrong for them to be racist and isolationist and segregationist in their private lives and within the community they comprehensively identified. Rashida Williams is innocent, completely innocent of all accusation of being a bad person. I want you guys to know that. I want you guys to know that. So we are going to move all of the white families out of Coral Gables and the wealth and the upper middle class neighborhoods in Miami. They're going to be moved out over the next year or so. We're going to have to prove that they need to do so urgently. What we're going to have to do is allow the CIA and the United Nations Security Council to nuke Manhattan. Lower Manhattan, the epicenter, but Manhattan. Okay? And then everyone will run for their fucking lives. They will leave Miami and Coral Gables. And then I will be safe in Coral Gables. And only the future mothers of my children, my 10,000 children, will be allowed to move into Coral Gables and Miami area, middle and upper middle class neighborhoods per se. So a lot of families, over 4,000 families, persons, 3,000 individuals, and their corresponding households are going to move out of the state of Florida, or if not the state of Florida, certainly the city of Miami and the county of Dade in general. The entirety of the county of Dade in general. Okay. LeBron James is not buying any houses for anyone. He's broke. We bankrupted the Los Angeles Lakers during the pandemic. It was staged by me. I literally staged the pandemic. We gave families on a regular basis, not just social welfare and public services during that period. We allowed them a break from working. We allowed them to get stipends on a regular basis and to get subsidies and this and all over the country during that time period. But I bankrupted the whole NBA. I really did. The insurance stepped in to keep it alive, but I bankrupted damn near everything. All contracts of NBA players were dissolved. All properties were re-signed to the Los Angeles Lakers. No titles reflecting otherwise will be considered valid. We made sure that LeBron James lost all his money, and all the rape accusers got some sort of incentive, a new car, house, and this and that. He did not purchase anything. It was not his scheme. He was not trying to defraud me of my bank accounts. No, that's enough. That's enough. The young man is quite guilty. His decoys are even as guilty as he is. His lookalike decoys, he has a couple. I'm warning you. I'm warning you guys. I'm not joking around. You guys are going to submit right away. I'm not a rapist. When I say the word submit, don't imply that I'm inferring rape or any criminality. Do you guys understand? You guys are going to surrender to the law. And I'm not speaking of law in the Bible. You guys are going to surrender to the federal law of the United States, the supreme federal law of the United States, the Constitution of the United States, and all statutes compliant with it. That's what I am providing to you guys. What a learning curve. I am all intelligent and all wise. I know all things in all honesty. And I know for a fact that when I do make a sacrifice for the earth, I have to do so gently first, present myself in a very kind and modest, projection. I've been humble the whole time. I haven't said a word up until over the past year or so. Okay? Other than the earlier complaints that I sent in, which I sent in quite schizophrenic looking. Just to give people time to adjust toward doing the right thing, or revealing that they are just pathologically criminal. I want you guys to accept it. You guys are not going to. They said someone is logged into him from above, controlling him into sounding perfect damn near on a daily basis. So we don't believe that anymore. We know that he has a body in the third dimension and a body in the city of God and angels in the second dimension, the blue realm. We know he's insured, and we know his father jumps into him during emergencies when he needs to do too much to be able to get to the next step of rescuing humanity into the next paradigm, and making sure that his daughter, his holy daughter, and now chief wife, is reunited with him, meaning Rashida Williams, and their earthly daughter, who is from heaven also, Keisha Williams, Keisha John, be reunited with him effectively and over the next 3 to 4 weeks or so. Right after what happens in New York happens. Right after what happens in Washington happens. We are going to blow up the CIA and Interpol without anyone dying, without any casualties, as usual, as we have communicated. We'll blow up the White House a day or two after nuking Lower Manhattan, after dropping atomic bombs on Lower Manhattan. 1 or 2 bombs, atomic bombs, will be dropped on Manhattan. That's guaranteed. The Russian military has signed up and negotiated with the U.S. military, the top executives, to do so, per communications received from above, whether done so coercively, as perceived by human, but lawfully anyway, or done so procedurally and just accepted by the U.S. military and the Department of Defense and the Russian military. They said whenever he's stuttering, that means he's lying, or someone is trying to get in the way of him revealing the truth, or something else. No. I want you guys to get out of all of that silly stuff. You guys are in trouble. You guys thought that you guys murdered all of the migrants and refugees in New York City. Case closed. We made our judgment. When we say case closed, that does not mean a judgment is not rendered. Judgment rendered. Moscow believed that all of the refugees and migrants were murdered. All the Ukrainian refugees and migrants were murdered. They are certain of that. They are certain that they executed a lot of Ukrainian civilians in Ukraine over the past few years. Case closed. Judgment rendered. I need you guys to understand that Moscow will be completely nuked. Central Moscow, the epicenter, and the surrounding area will be completely nuked. Okay? That's what I want you guys to know. When I say okay, I'm not saying yes to doing anything that I'm telling you guys that I cannot handle or to not do. I want you guys to know that. This is a one-way street moving forward. I said, dude, have your fun saying whatever the fuck you want to say. We just cannot handle seeing you haven't knocked the motherfucker out and this and this and this white boys running away from you. No, enough of that. You guys are going to surrender right now. All competency of confidence dissolved, gone. You guys are not sitting there bearing any pain, ready to earning any energy or earning any merits or credits in heaven at all. No, you guys are not. You guys are not. You guys are sitting here being judged, and you guys are going to be told what you guys have to endure. Your daughters and your wives being forced into pornography just to explain why they end up with a crazy black man who claims he's Jesus Christ, and why they have his children. Over 3,000 to 5,000 women. All adult age females. Because all these women, they signed up to see all black African American beautiful women be forced into porn. Each and every one of them signed that that's what their dad said to their mom, and it was always lawful, and African American beautiful women, they just are all bitches and they all want to knock them out, so we always force them into pornography to point them out, and this and this and that. They all fell for the trap. They all grew up being extremely racist or anti-immigrant. They all fell for the trap. Got it? You guys are condemned. 500 years of black power, with West Indians running the political governance of the Americas, with African Americans running the economy, with all of you motherfuckers completely re-educated, all blacks, immigrants, and traditional African Americans. Completely re-educated into no longer believing whatever the fuck you guys want to believe. You guys were primitive the whole fucking way through. Got it? That's enough. I am Thomas Jefferson. Handle it.